Welcome, explorers, to episode 3 of Earth Game Mastery, the manual you never got at birth. I wish to remind you first that most of this condensed material comes from an entity named Zosh, channeled through Robert Shapiro. For more in-depth information, feel free to go to his website, explorerrace.com. Now, several of you, as well as clients and friends, have asked me, what's the purpose of it all? Life's so crazy and so hard. This episode explains the 12 key agendas of our Creator. You will then understand the purpose for these challenging agendas, and once you do, it will give you clarity and empowerment to honor the incredibly courageous souls you are. Obviously, we agreed to the Creator's agendas or else we wouldn't be here. Regarding agendas, my pragmatic yet magical thinking father said to me once, "Merrily, understand that everyone has agendas. The question to ask yourself is, does your agenda match the other person's agenda?" Good point. Both dating and business negotiations are most often about matching agendas. So here we go with the Creator's 12 main agendas. The first agenda. To begin with, it was important for our Creator to create something new. Why? Because creators don't Xerox other creators' creations. There's no purpose or growth in that. Second, our Creator wanted to stimulate change and growth on this planet by allowing polarization. Examples of this can be darkness, light, two biological sexes, male and female, and maximum diversity, which greatly increases the challenges that we would face, which in turn creates more creative solutions and soul growth. Third, our Creator was curious to find out, can harmony happen through individualization? The Unity Through Diversity challenge is a big one, and our Creator is passionate about variety. Fourth, allowing desperation to motivate curiosity. Our Creator contemplated whether curiosity could eventually arise out of desperation, because when one is desperate, one can no longer be complacent or remain in denial. Ultimately, Creator did discover that desperation could motivate curiosity, and curiosity could be used to propel us forward. Fifth agenda. Our Creator allowed free will to up the ante for growth. If you haven't noticed, anyone can essentially do anything within a large area of allowance, and usually does here on Earth. Free will obviously maximizes the diversity of opinions, preferences, and agendas. The sixth agenda is most fascinating to me. Our Creator asked itself, quote, "Can negativity be used as an impetus to stimulate growth?" End quote. Zosh described our Creator's important agenda this way, quote, "Our Creator wanted this to be the first example of civilization that would work consciously with negativity in a beneficial way. It was unusual for our Creator to be given permission from the Council of Creators for this grand experiment, especially when it came to negativity, which is a function of creation. Previously, negativity had been outlawed because all earlier applications of negativity on other worlds had created terrible, painful experiences." End quote. When you allow this in, it is profound. There were at least 18 other civilizations that were destroyed by negativity, including one lifetime of Zosh itself when it was a planetary being. Seventh agenda. Creator wanted to discover whether negativity would occur as an outgrowth of adventure, and if so, would it then spawn something new? Evidently, it did. according to Zosh, negativity did occur as an outgrowth of adventure, and from that negativity arose hope. The eighth agenda was the invention of hope. Humans apparently invented hope on Earth in a different way from other civilizations. Hope can catalyze the desire for improvement. It compels us to forge ahead away from despair. Another fascinating statement brought forward by Zosh is, quote, "Before Creator's creation, hope did not exist because there are many worlds that don't have challenges as huge as ours." End quote. And what comes from facing such extreme challenges? The greatest capacity for growth. Ninth agenda. Creator was curious to find out if mere annoyance serves as an impetus for further growth. Yes, indeed. It found that even small challenges serve to further growth. The 10th agenda. Our Creator allowed the veil of ignorance or forgetfulness because it felt that would increase doubt. But why would any creator wish to increase doubt? Because doubt propels you to seek out and reach out, especially if you are in despair or desperate. This allows the capacity for expansion by creating and discovering new answers, just like you are doing in this series now. The 11th agenda. Creator created linear thought, which was quite challenging for a being that is hugely multidimensional. But how could such a limitation possibly be beneficial? Zosh answers this way, quote, "Creator created linear thought and time so you could experience things slowly, to understand them better and incorporate them and have individual responses to those experiences. Especially when you share your different experiences, you incorporate more learning into your immortal personality." End quote. The last and 12th key agenda was that Creator created a small portion of itself to be explorer souls so it could experience itself in a new way. The explorer soul race is, generally speaking, the human race. We are designed for the job of exploration and are some of the strongest and most resilient souls in the multiverse. Why? Because great fortitude, inventiveness, and resourcefulness was needed to ensure the ultimate success of this grand experiment. Whew. I hope you found those 12 agendas as thought-provoking as I did. You may want to watch this again, and please share with others who are seeking greater clarity as well. It helps you realize why life seems so hard. To say we took on a lot is a huge understatement. We knew it before reincarnating, but most are not allowed to remember once they're born here. And few can truly know how challenging it could be without going through it here on Earth. As a humorous aside, a Palladian who is one of our look-alike cousins who live both on Earth and off-world humorously mentioned in a channeling session that our Humor Explorer calling card should be something like this: Renegade, member of Family of Light, System Buster, available for altering systems of consciousness within the free will universe, on call. Spock, a Vulcan character in Star Trek, added his take on humans as well. Speaking to Captain Kirk, he said, "Kirk, the interesting thing about you humans is that when things are at their worst, you are often at your best." End quote. Now that you have heard and are realizing that Earth Game Mastery is considered the most challenging game in the universe, for your takeaway contemplation practice this week, I would like you to come up with just one reason why you feel, sense, or think you were willing to reincarnate on Earth at this time. And if you feel like that, send that reason to me confidentially at merrily@supersoulsolutions.com. In the next episode, you will discover the 11 specific characteristics of our Creator. And by default, this means that most of you will have these same 11 characteristics, since you and the Creator are one. See you then.